Francesco. It's quite impressive to see the business transformation and what you guys are doing, to building that strong data foundation. I think my first question is more around the, partnership, but on a data level. Obviously, we know that first-party data is a problem. How do you eventually plan to expand your first-party data?
Yes, absolutely. So it's a no-brainer for us that we will continue to invest, or in certain cases, to start to invest on second and third-party data. Just as a background, we are making efforts also specific on the media investment space to in-housing our DMP. We have done it already in certain countries. We are still to do that, on global scope. But as a matter of fact, we are already looking, even when we look at how we select DMP partners, at what are the partners that will make our life the easiest to integrate specific second and third-party data that we believe is going to be, in line with our strategy. That could be behavioral data from publishers, of course. For some of our divisions, definitely is going to be also about, for example, customer or retail data, where most likely we will pursue an exchange between data from our customers' point of sales in exchange of advanced analytics and insight on basically on topics where we consider ourselves expert, which is mostly the industry where we play, or being it, for example, about more deterministic data, for example, from digital service providers.
So does that mean, in terms of your views on data sharing for a two-way partnership on data, is that something that you're considering and planning for?
Absolutely. I think it's fair to say that there is no partnership that could work if only one of the parties gets benefit and the value out of that, right? So we are definitely looking into two-way partnership now. What does it mean two-way partnerships within a context where we are really keen to get hands-on data as much as we can? It's either, in certain cases, as I mentioned before, an example with the customers, sharing something different in exchange of data with some of our data providers, or in other cases, simply understand what are the data that can go on both directions, of course, within respect of the policies that we have, of the commitments that we have, and also the value that ultimately we add to our customers.
Fair enough. Another question is more on, the transformation itself. Obviously, it's not an easy journey, what you're going through, and I'm sure there was a lot of challenges along the way. If you had to pick, what would be your biggest challenges so far in terms of being able to execute the strategy?
So there were and there are still many challenges. That's for sure. I think the key one is really about, actually it's about none of what I shared so far. It's really about culture and mindset. I think there was a panel in the morning, by the way, the panel with the 4 industry fellows with a fantastic American accent. Now I don't remember which panel was, but they mentioned data literacy, right? So that's going to be key. If we don't manage to get to a high level of data literacy across the whole company, all of these efforts probably will not be leveraged as they should. A typical example is really about how we move from a data ownership concept, where a single individual decides the destiny of a given data set, to a data stewardship role, where basically individuals are rewarded to apply this framework and to get the most out of the data.
One last question, and I know today there was a session around the role of the agency and how things are evolving in that space. But what are your views on the role of the agency and the transformation that you're going through?
So, actually, this is a question that comes up in many discussions in the industry forums, for sure. And actually, most of the times, as we say that we are internalizing our DMP.
Yeah, because you're in-housing everything, basically. So.
Yes, and very soon we will probably have plans to do the same with the demand-side platform rather than our ad servers operations. Does it mean that we don't work with agencies at all? Absolutely not. We will continue to work with agencies when it comes to understand how we can further enrich, for example, our data ecosystem. That's definitely where we will partner with agencies. But we will continue also to partner with agencies when it comes to consultancy on specific optimization of specific campaigns. And most importantly, we do count on agencies to go through our maturity curve, right? Because what we said, while we have done a lot of what we have discussed so far, the truth is there is still a long way to go, right? So it's not that we will not need agency helps even on the current base operations of BNP in certain countries as of tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much for the great insights.
Thanks to you.
Our time is up, and Francesco is going to be here if you guys have any other questions for him. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.